This is episode 14 in a 15-part series on the building of a double neck guitar right here at Cochise Guitars. And in this episode, we're getting real close to finishing up this instrument. We've already strung up the bass guitar side, adjusted the bridge, and installed the nut. And if you look at the bass side right now, and if you were here for episode 12, you notice the bass the bass bridge was a little off kilter, and the mounting holes that were drilled from the factory weren't correct. So I actually had to go in and fill those holes and re-drill new holes and mount the bass bridge. So that's been done. So it's now all adjusted, and the intonation is set, and it's playing great. What I'm doing here is I'm stringing the guitar side with this new tremolo system I'm trying out. I know it's hard to see the strings because I'm actually using black coated strings for both the bass and the guitar. From time to time, depending on the model of guitar that we're building here, we'll do something like that. The coated strings last a long time, but it's just an aesthetic that I like, and I thought it would be cool to use against the background of the iridescent black finish on the instrument. So it kind of looks like there's no strings, but actually, yeah, there's a black string. So now that we have the strings into the locking tuners, you'll notice there's no string trees or anything like that, because the headstock is actually angled back on this particular guitar neck and bass neck, and so there's enough of a break point at the nut that our intonation and sustain is great. So there's really no need for that. What I'm doing here is I'm using a feeler gauge, and I'm adjusting the strings, making sure I have tension on them. It's very, very important, because what we're going to do next is we're going to follow the nut slots and make sure that the guitar stays in tune, especially since we're using the tremolo system. We want to make sure there's nothing in the nut that gets bound, even though we do use a Graphtec graphite nut on the guitar neck and the bass neck, but at the same time, we want to make sure we don't get anything bound in there. So it's a tedious process. You have to go slow, because if you remove too much material, you can't put it back on. And you want to make sure you have just enough so that the playability is there, the intonation is there, and the guitar stays in tune. And what I'm doing now is another step that I like to do that a lot of people just, I don't know, they don't think about it, but when these nuts come from Graphtec, they basically have like a dull finish to them. I like to take some high grit sandpaper, and I actually polish them up. So I'll take a 1500, a 2000, a 2500, and a 3000 grit sandpaper and polish the nut so that it matches the shiny frets and the shiny fretboard. So you have like a little more cohesive kind of appearance to the instrument. I thought one thing that was interesting about this particular guitar is that the rosewood on the bass neck is so much lighter and more figured than the guitar neck. It looks like the guitar neck is made out of ebony, which it's not, but I like the contrast. It really is a cool look, and the flame inlays are starting to grow on me a little bit, so I'm getting used to that. I kind of like that a little bit too. But what I'm doing now is I'm setting the string heights by adjusting the tune-o-matic bridge. Once again, we're using a roller bridge here because of the tremolo, and I'm setting the intonation to make sure that the guitar plays in tune up and down the neck. So make sure you join us for episode 15, which is the final episode in the series, and you'll see the completed instrument.